everyone, my name is Anna and this is my Q&A video for passing 100k subscribers recently. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, my age, just in case for anyone who doesn't know. I was born in 1994, so that makes me 28 in Korean age, and my birthday recently just passed, so I just turned 27, so that's how old I am. I got many YouTube questions like, can you give advice on how you grew so fast in just 1 year, and can you talk about how much money you're making as a 100k subscriber? I will do this in a separate video, and I really want to make it good, but it's coming. Why does your brother doesn't want to be on camera, and what made you think of starting a YouTube channel? Okay, so my brother, some people just like having their privacy, and you know, maybe I think it's a good thing because maybe one day if I get cancelled for some reason, then he also doesn't get cancelled too. Yeah, he just wants to keep his private life private, and that's completely fine. And what made you think of starting a YouTube channel? To put a long story short, COVID is what made me start my channel. I don't think I would have started otherwise. I only started YouTube to try and earn money. My monthly income as a freelance musician literally went from like what it was to like basically zero, and I freaked out. I was like, I have to try and do something to try and earn money. So that's why I started YouTube, and it's the only reason why I'm doing YouTube. And if suddenly one day this stopped making me money, then I would not do it, obviously. And a quick ad break. If you would like to know how to start a successful YouTube channel, you can do so with the sponsors of this video, Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online learning community for absolutely everybody, from beginners to masters, and you can come and take the next step in your creative journey. There are thousands of inspiring classes on topics such as illustration and freelancing, web development, production, film and video, marketing. So all the things you need if you want to start your own YouTube channel. So the class that I'm currently watching is YouTube Success, Script, Shoot and Edit with MKBHD. And he is a 13 million YouTuber. He has a tech channel, so he obviously knows what he's talking about. It's curated specifically for learning, which means there are no ads, so you can stay focused and follow where your creativity takes you. So Skillshare have kindly given me a link to give to you guys. So the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare Premium, so go check it out. Are you having a goal to reach 1 million subscribers? I mean, yeah, why not? I'll try my best, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But all I can do is just keep going and just really try to make the best, most fun videos that I can. So dream big. Do you do editing by yourself, and what apps do you use? Yes, currently I'm editing everything by myself. I might try and get my brother to help me in the near future because it's getting a little bit too much, but I don't know, let's see. What do I use? I actually use an app called KineMaster, and it's not an app available for like a laptop. It's just either on your phone or on your iPad, which I usually edit on. I have actually Premiere Pro installed on my MacBook, but I just don't use it. I know how to use it and everything, I just don't end up using it. I just find KineMaster is just so much faster, so much easier to use. I can basically do all of the same things, whereas in Premiere Pro I feel like I have to do the same thing, but it takes like 10 extra steps. And for Premiere Pro you always have to take your laptop everywhere, whereas like if I want to just edit quickly on the subway or whatever, I can do that so easily with KineMaster. So what is your ideal type? I think it's nice if he's like good looking. Just being 100% honest, I think it's nice if he's good looking. Personality wise, he has to be someone that I can respect. He has to be hardworking, he has to be driven. He can't just be like a lazy bum. I can't put up with that. And someone who will also respect that I want to have my own time by myself. Someone who's not too clingy and just wants me to be with them like 24/7. Because I just can't. And ideally I want him to be an active person. I want him to work out because I work out a lot, and so I feel like if he was just one of those people who would just like refuse to exercise at all, we wouldn't be such a good match, you know? So someone who works out, someone who is hardworking, ideally good looking, ideally like taller than me. Not much taller, but he just has to be taller than me. Oh yeah, and someone asked me how tall I was. I am 162 centimeters, so that's my height. Is there anything you want to do before turning 30? Aside from YouTube, I want to start up my own business. Currently brainstorming ideas right now, but if I could start one before I turn 30, I think that would be awesome. What plans do you have for the next 5 to 10 years? Any ambitions? Work-wise, I have many ambitions. So like I said, I want to start up my own business. I want to create many sources of income, revenue for myself. Currently I'm 27, so in 10 years I'll be 37. Don't know necessarily if I want to get married. I just want to have found like a partner who like we feel like we get each other. I don't know about kids. I'm not that particularly broody. I can't really say I like love kids that much. Oh yeah, and I want to have traveled a lot more by 37. That's my biggest desire right now, to travel more. Oh, and the next question. When the madness that is COVID has died down, which place would you travel to first and what will you do? I think I want to explore more parts of Asia that I haven't been to yet. So I haven't been to the Philippines, I haven't been to Indonesia. Even the places I have been to before, I want to go back again. Vietnam, Japan, or just to like a completely holiday destination like Hawaii, or Guam, or the Maldives. Nothing sounds like nicer to me right now than to be like sitting on a beach somewhere with like a fruity cocktail. That just sounds like heaven to me right now. So that's what I want to do. Where do you see yourself in the next years? In Korea or somewhere else? Can't predict life, you know, but I think right now I am definitely happy being in Korea. I really like being at home and having like stable support group around me. And I don't know, if suddenly for some reason I end up like saying I just hate being in Korea, then maybe I'll move to a completely new continent altogether. So I can't predict life, but for me right now, I'm very happy being in Korea, and like many people have told me I look very happy being in Korea, so yeah. What is your favorite color? Purple, for obvious reasons. Are you married or taken? No and no. Someone asks, is your Korean name the same as that of IU? I think her Korean name is Lee Ji-eun. My name is Lee Ji-yoon, so it's slightly different. What has been the best experience of your life? I think just the most memorable things when I look back on my life have just been like traveling. You never regret having traveled somewhere. I definitely regret buying things that you don't need. Experiences are so much more valuable into your life than material possessions. Honestly, the older I get, the less I care about clothes, shoes, bags, this kind of things. My desire for like wanting to travel everywhere has grown more. But I mean, recently I'm getting more into like stocks and like crypto. So any kind of like spare money that I have left over, I'm like buying stocks and crypto. So that is my biggest interest. But like I really stopped caring about like wanting more things, especially like the designer brands, this kind of thing. I just don't care. Could you tell me how you manage your weight after dieting? Because I'm having a lot of problem doing that. Like I said, I'm going to make a fitness diet video very soon. But to answer your question really briefly, I exercise a lot. And you just eat in moderation. I think that's the biggest part. Control your portion sizes and exercise. That's the best advice. Have you ever met someone famous? In terms of like meeting them and actually being introduced to them, probably you guys won't know, but many like the famous like classical musicians, famous violinists and stuff like that. I have played to Prince Charles, and I haven't met, but I have just seen many celebrities by chance. Western ones. We were on like a school like orchestra trip somewhere, so we were at Heathrow Airport in London. We saw Angelina Jolie walking around the airport with just her son. She didn't have anyone else with her. You guys, you see how like thin she is on screen? In person, she's just like, she looks 10 times skinnier than that. I was a bit like, whoa, she's so skinny, but that's just how it is. In the same hour, I saw Rihanna, the singer. She was really tall and she had like a huge entourage around her. Richard Branson, don't know if you guys know who he is. He's like a multi-millionaire. I saw him in Monaco. I've also seen some Korean celebrities. Also is on the same day. I was with a friend at a cafe, and on the next table, like this woman was so beautiful. I just could not stop staring. She had like no makeup on, but like literally felt like a light was shining out of her face. So I just kept staring, and I realized like, oh my god, is Song Hye-kyo? You guys know her? Really famous actress. She was married to Song Joong-ki, but obviously not anymore. She was literally the most beautiful woman that I've seen in real life. She is stunning. And then I think on the same day we walked past and there was some sort of like fashion event going on, and I saw SHINee. It was SHINee, Minho and Jonghyun. So this was like years ago. Okay, finally, because I have many BTS questions, I will answer them. So, when did you stop becoming ARMY? I think I started noticing them when they were promoting Idol, because when they were promoting Idol, they were starting to become really popular in the States and elsewhere. Because I've been hearing so much about them, and I saw them like pop up on YouTube everywhere. So I started watching a few videos. I think the video that really got me hooked and was like, okay, I understand what the hype is about, was watching Mic Drop, the music video. That video still goes hard. I want them to release another like hip-hop song like that. I understand that Dynamite and Butter is like, has to be like mass pop appeal because they really want to have like a hit song. But I really want another Mic Drop type of song. And the other question that I got a lot was, have you been to a BTS concert? Well, BTS were in London playing Wembley Stadium in 2019, right? None of my friends basically were BTS ARMY, or like they didn't care about BTS, you know? So when I heard that they were coming to London, I kind of felt like, I don't want to go to a concert by myself. That seems a bit wrong, and I just didn't end up going. I was just thought like, oh, there'll be some other opportunity in the future when I can go. Well, I can tell you guys that was literally the biggest mistake of my life. I should have gone then, because who knew that this whole pandemic panini would have happened? And now their fandom has just grown even bigger, so it's going to be impossible to try and get tickets. Definitely going before I die to a BTS concert. That is something I'm gonna do. And obviously, you know, when that day comes, I will vlog the whole thing. So can't wait for that day. And although I have mentioned this in many videos, I still get new comments on every new video being like, who is your bias in BTS? So this is the video where I'm going to answer it once and for all. I love all of the boys, but I do have a tiny bit of a bias for Suga. Okay, I think this video is going to be really long, so I'm going to end it here. Any YouTube related questions I'm going to answer in the YouTube advice video, so please watch out for that. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and alarm notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.